Check 1 2, check 1 2. Is this thing on? Hey everybody. Let me just introduce myself. My name is Shaquita Michelle. I go by Kita. I know you're probably wondering, like, what the hell am I doing? I'm kind of wondering it too. All I gotta say is that it's time. So yeah, it's about that time. So this is gonna be kind of like a introduction, I should say. Somebody else wants to introduce themselves. That's Mr. Lucky. I would say probably about more than 8 years I have been wanting to do this. I have been wanting to pick up a camera and vlog. I can kind of see where I kind of eased into it. I've been posting a lot of stuff on Facebook. Everybody like, oh, you post too much on Facebook, you doing too much. But I'm just like, I'm just trying to get myself out there. So hopefully this is the start of my YouTube vlog. So I've recorded a bunch of videos. Well, I ain't gonna say a bunch. I would say about 5 like trial videos over the years. I've deleted them, recorded some more. I got about 2 on my phone right now. I don't know if I'm gonna release those yet, but I just wanted to come on and say that I believe I am gonna be vlogging. So if we get another vlog after this one, then that means I'm probably gonna stick to it. I'm known for not like sticking to stuff. I kind of hate commitments unless it's like in a loving relationship type of shit. But like as far as like picking up the camera every day, which is gonna be kind of hard for me because I work 10 hours a day. But I think like when I have some free time, I'm gonna start picking up the camera. I don't really do a whole lot of stuff. For the most part, I stay at home. I know it kind of seems like I be doing a lot of stuff, but I really don't be doing anything. I be at home most of the time. I work from 8 o'clock in the morning to 6:30, 7 o'clock at night. So Monday through Thursday. So I'm normally at home during the week. But I don't really know what I want. I'm trying to get my angle. I don't really know what I want this channel to be about, so it's probably going to be like all over the place, kind of like my life right now. So yeah, you might get a little bit of this, you might get a little bit of that. So yeah, I'm not one of those like girly girls. I don't go really get my nails done. I do my own hair. I go get my toes done, so you won't see me in the mall shopping and buying all this expensive perfume and all that stuff. That's not me. I do have a dog. His name is Lucky. A lot of y'all probably know him. Lucky. All he does is ignore me. That's us 24/7. He ignore me unless I rattle a bag and got some food. Then he wants to talk to me. But yeah, I'm like I don't really have no type of, what's the word I want to say? No type of set for what I want to do. So I could be doing a plethora of things. But yeah, just a little bit about me. I'm 49 years old. I'm sorry, I'm 48 years old. I don't know how old I am. I'm sorry. I'm 48 years old. I'll be 49 next year. 49 is kind of, I don't know. I remember being like 16 and 17. I was working at Taco Bell in Beaumont, Texas. I'm from Beaumont, Texas, by the way, but I live in Houston. But I was working at Taco Bell in Beaumont, Texas. And they had this girl there. She was older than me. I used to be all the time. I wouldn't be like her. And she's like in her 20s. I wanted to be 25 so bad. It seemed like she had to go on at 25. Babe, I done passed up 25. And my 25 wasn't nothing like her 25. But you couldn't tell me I wouldn't be like her when I was 25 years old. But yeah, I lost my train of thought. But anyway, I'm 48 years old, live in Houston, me and my dog. I work full time. So like I said, I don't really have a lot to vlog about. And I was like, well, what would I vlog about? I was like, I look at a lot of vlogs every day. I like a lot of, I have like my certain ones that I like to watch. But they're all different. So like I said, if you put it out there, they're going to watch. So no one is the same. Everybody's got different stuff going on. So I like that type of aspect about it. I did buy me a tripod today that I'm holding in my hand. I need to figure out how to set it up and sit it down, because I don't know about how much longer I will have this in my hand. I made me a little drinky drink, because this is going to be like kind of like an introduction about myself. So with that being said, today is Friday. Don't know the date. Lord Jesus. What is today's date? Today is, Friday, January the 3rd. Okay. So when I'm not at work, I can't remember what the day is, like the dates. But yeah. So this is gonna be like my coming out vlog. Not coming out like lesbian, nothing like that, but I'm coming out to the YouTube streets. This is my coming out vlog. But yeah, so I've been in Houston for about, my niece is 17, so I've been here about 17, 18 years. I came here the day she was born, so I've been here since 2000 and, Lord, don't get me lying. I've been here since 2007, I want to say. So how I got here is a crazy story. My best friend, she moved here a long time ago to Houston. And she would always say, you need to come move to Houston so we can have fun together. You know, we could tear these Houston streets up. And I said, yeah, I want to move to Houston, but I'm from a small town, so I was kind of scared to like get out there. Like I would just be at home watching the news, and they would have all this stuff on the news about Houston. Somebody got robbed, somebody got shot, somebody got raped, somebody's house got broken into, somebody's car got stolen. I mean, I was so scared to move to Houston because of watching the news every day. And I was like, if I go to Houston, I'm probably gonna fucking die or get robbed or something. That was my mentality at that time. So I was scared. I ain't gonna lie, I was scared to move to Houston. But she called me one day. I wasn't doing nothing. She was like, bitch, my job hiring, and you need to come up here and take the hiring test and get you a job so you can move to Houston. I was like, okay, cool. So I actually went up there, like, I think it was on a Wednesday or Thursday. And I did the application. You used to have to take a test to get an interview. So I took the test and I failed the test. So I was just like, well, fuck it. I failed the test. I ain't finna get no job. So it is what it is. Some months went by. She called me again. Excuse me. She called me again. She's like, bitch, it's been 90 days. You can reapply. Take the test again. I'm like, And so by this time I was kind of contemplating if I really, really wanted to move to Houston or not. And I was kind of like tired of the Beaumont scene, the dating scene. I wasn't having very good luck with men out there. And didn't really have very good luck with men out here either, but that's either here nor there. But I was tired of the dating scene in Beaumont, so I had to make a move. And I was dating somebody when I moved, but a lot of stuff transpired to where I was like, I'm just gonna go ahead and remove myself from the situation. And that's what I did. So she called me again. I came back. I took the test. Somebody told me how to pass it, because the test is stupid if you really look at it. They ask you the same question, but in different format. So they'll say, have you ever stolen a pencil? And you say no. And then the next question will be like a couple of pages down. Have you ever picked up a pencil that wasn't yours? Or a pen that wasn't yours, and you say yeah. Or have you ever used a pen that didn't give it back to somebody? You say yeah. I mean, that question was like throughout the test. But you never stole a pen, but technically to them, since you kept a pen that you got from somebody, it was technically stealing. So that's why I was failing the test. So I remembered that little tip that somebody had gave me. And so I ended up passing the test. So when I passed the test, they scheduled my interview. Went for the interview, got the job. So there was like, I had to start like 2 Mondays after that. I think I had like a week without working because I was already working another job. So I ended up giving them I think I gave them like a couple of days notice so I could have some free time to party and pack and just, have a little free time to myself. I had to move and go back to work. So as I took this job, I go back to Beaumont or whatever. So I'm telling my coworkers at my last job, I worked at Cons. Just tell my friends, I'm leaving. I'm from the middle of Houston. I found me a job, So this girl come and get me all of a sudden. She was like, hey, are you Shaquita? I have a phone call for you. I was like, you got a phone call for me? I worked at a collection agency, so we had our own phone lines, but I didn't know who would be calling me at my job. My mom worked there, so I knew it wasn't her. So I'm just like, who's calling me at work? So I had to go walk way up to her phone. She worked in customer service, and I was in the collection part. So I went to go to the phone. I pick up the phone. The guy on the phone. You know who this is? I'm like, yeah, what do you want? He was like, I want to talk to you. I'm like, you want to talk to me? You want to talk to me about what? He was like, well, can you come see me at my grandma's house when you get off of work, because I would need to speak with you. So I was like, okay, cool. His grandma didn't stay that far from my job. So I was like, I'll come by or whatever. So this person is somebody I used to date. I dated him for, I want to say probably about almost 3 years. He was older than me. At the time, I was like in my early 20s. So I thought I was doing some big shit, you know, dating this older guy, right? He had turned me on to all kind of stuff, different type of music, prints, and different kind of genres of music, just all kind of stuff. He had put me on to art, you know, stuff like that. He was very artsy. So I'm thinking I'm being grown. I got this older man, right? So the catch with him was he was married. He was married, right? I cared about him being married, but the fact that he was telling me, I know now that he was lying because I'm older, but at the time I was a young, you know, a little young whippersnapper. So I believed everything he told me. So he was like, me and my wife not together. We don't stay together. She in her own apartment across town. We separated. We're not getting back together. We're gonna get ready to file a divorce. You know, stuff like that. I was like, okay, cool. And so it was fine for a little while. And then at one point in the relationship, you know, it started getting kind of weird. As far as him like contacting me and stuff like that. And I really didn't think nothing about it, because he was the type of person, when he get like depressed, he'll go into like a little shell, and he would not talk to nobody for a couple of days. Then he'll pop out and he'd be like, what's up? I wasn't feeling good. I'm back normal, you know, stuff like that. So I figured that's what it was. But in actuality, he was getting back with his wife, right? So he tells me, he calls, he was like, well, I want to come, I want to see you. Can you come to my house? He was like, but if he said, just know that my wife is going to be here. My wife is going to be here. So she wants to meet you. I'm like, huh? She want to meet me? He was like, yeah, I told her that we dating and I want to introduce you to her. So can you come by? I was like, okay, I wasn't doing nothing. So, you know, I get all cute or whatever. I go up to the house. His wife is over there. She in the living room. They watching TV. So I'm on TV. And so he introduced me. He was like, this is my friend Keita. And I'm like, friend? You know, I'm like, friend? Really, nigga? So it kind of pissed me off, right? And so I'm kind of glad that, I don't even think I told the story to nobody before, because for a while I was very embarrassed about it, but I don't care. You make mistakes. So, and that was the only married man I've ever dated. But I was like, friend, what the fuck? So I'm just like, okay, whatever, nigga. So I'm glad that incident happened, because for the simple fact was I was able to get into the house with both of them together, and I realized that he was full of lies. The wife and him were very, very comfortable and very, very close. I didn't see a couple breaking up. I saw a couple that was happily in love in their marriage, right? The time I was over there, she was very sweet. She was very nice. As she didn't want anything, she made me a few drinks. We laughed. We talked. You know, he never like sat by me per se. He would sit like, because they had like a 2-seater couch set. So me and his wife sat on one side of the couch. He sat on the other couch by himself. Excuse me. Throat getting a little dry. So I'm just like, okay. And he never like, he didn't call me baby. So I was like, well, maybe he's just doing it, you know, because she here, he don't want to make her uncomfortable. That's what I'm thinking. My narrow-minded self thinking this. So when I finally realized, you know, that she got ready to cook, she went up, she got up, she came over, she, you know, went up to him, she gave him a kiss in front of me. And so when she did that, and he went into the kitchen, and they started cooking together, and I was like, well, I'm gonna go ahead and leave, because my mama just texted me, I'm finna go home. I got something to do. That's what I basically said, but it was all a lie, because I didn't want to sit there and watch them two together. So it really broke my heart at the time. I was I was so broken, y'all. I just knew my life was over with. I'm just like, I ain't gonna never find nobody else. I'm not gonna date nobody else. This is over for me. Fuck niggas, get money type shit. That's what I was on. So I left. And I did not call him after that. And so he kept blowing up my phone. And I finally told him, I said, you know what? I said, I'm not going to use his name. I said, but you've been lying to me the whole time. I've been thinking that you and your wife are, getting a divorce, when all actuality you guys are still in love with each other. Y'all still have a marriage. She still loves you. Like, I can see that. You can't tell me what something is that I've seen with my own eyes. So at that point, I was out. He was like, please forgive me. I said, no. I said, the whole time I was there, you never really communicated with me in like a girlfriend way. It was like a friend. And I feel like I was one of your homegirls. And I didn't like that. So long story short, I stopped talking to him. So then the wife ends up calling me out the blue. And she was like, Keita, because everybody calls me Keita. All my friends call me Keita. My family calls me Keita because my grandmother called me Keita. So I'm a true Gemini. I got about 3 names. I have Shaquita, which is my real name, and I have Keita, and then I have Keita, which my family calls me Keita. So, but y'all could call me Keita. But yeah, I'm just like, are you fucking serious right now? I just couldn't believe I had seen. So I'm just like, I don't want to do with you. I said, so you go ahead on with your wife. Y'all have a nice life. Lose my number. I've already deleted yours. I don't want to talk to you. So I ain't talked to him for years. So when he was on my phone at work, when I was like, okay, I'm going to come and see you. See what he had to say, right? Because, us Geminis, we kind of nosy and we have to know shit. So I went to his grandparents' house and, I get there, whatever. He was like, you look nice. It's good to see you. I missed you, type of stuff like that. And I was just like, what do you want? I say, so you asked me to come. I'm here. What do you want? So, he gives the old speech that they always give. I know I hurt you. I'm sorry. When I look and I look around, I always knew that you always cared about me. You was the only person that ever cared about me. I know you love me, and no one ever loved me like you love me. And I want to know if you can forgive me. It's like, I finally did something I think is going to make you happy. I say, you did what? So he pulls out some paper. He hands me the paper. And it's him and his wife, divorce papers, right? They haven't signed them yet. I was like, oh, I said, well, that's great. I said, I'm glad y'all finally getting a divorce if that's what you wanted. I say, but this is not something that, I'm looking over, but I'm just letting you know that if that's what you wanted, congratulations. That's what you called me over here for? He was like, yeah, I want to see if whenever I get this, all the way gone, can we be together? I was like, oh, I said, no. I said, I'm about to move. I said, today my last. I said, actually, the way that you called is kind of weird because today is my last day at my job. I'm moving to Houston this weekend. He was like, you doing what? Excuse me, y'all. My favorite cup from McDonald's. Oh, it matched my dress. I didn't realize that. But yeah, I really want the Hello Kitty cup, but when I went to, I got the same cup twice, then I got another cup, so I never got the Hello Kitty cup. So with that, I'm upset. I'm a Hello Kitty fan. But anyway, I was like, yeah, I'm moving to Houston this weekend. I was like, I'm not gonna be in Bowman anymore. He was like, oh my God. He said, oh my God. He said, I'm so sorry. He said, I'm too late. I say, you a lot late. I say, you about 3-4 years late and $2, $4, $5 short. And so he goes, well, what can I do to make it up to you? I wanna redeem myself. Can I make it up to you, please? I was like, well, I said, if you can, you can help me move because it's just me and my friend and her boyfriend at the time. So we need some help. He was like, I'll be there. And sure enough, he came and helped us. I didn't have a lot of stuff at the time. I was just kind of starting really to get on my own. So I had like a sofa set and a table, coffee table and 2 end tables and my bed and my dresser. And that's all I had. And like little knick-knack stuff. So we ended up renting like a pool trailer, and her boyfriend pulled the trailer on his truck from Houston to Beaumont. Hold on, y'all. I'll be right back. Hey, y'all. I'm back. I'm sorry. One of my friends was calling me we have one of our homegirls having a birthday dinner tomorrow, so she was just calling to give me some information to see if I needed something for tomorrow's dinner. It's gonna be, we're wearing like the little fascinator hats, and I didn't have a fascinator hat, so I had to order one, so it'll be here tomorrow. But I didn't even think about what I was wearing tomorrow. I just ordered a hat because it was pink, and it was my favorite color. So I'm gonna have to make it do what it do. But anywho, like I said, he helped with everything. And to be honest, I do not remember what I did with my stuff when I moved to Houston. I do know me and my friend had got an apartment, but I don't know if we had the apartment at the time or not. So I may have put my stuff in storage, or I could have put my stuff in my little sister garage at the time, because like I said, she had just had my niece. My niece was like a couple of days old. Maybe my stuff went there till we got an apartment. I don't know what I did. I think that's what I did. So my friend's boyfriend at the time, he lived on the north side, so they ended up going to his house, and then they dropped us off at a hotel room because they didn't feel like, you know, us going. I think I was with my sister. I think I lived with my sister when I first moved there. So we ended up getting a hotel room that night. But we were so tired, like from the move, nothing transpired. We took showers and went to bed. So, like I said, he helped me move, whatever, blase, blase. It was all good. But that didn't rekindle anything. We still remained friends till he died. He passed away a couple of years ago. And how I found out he passed away was kind of weird because he was also one to post a lot on Facebook. He was an Aries, very bullheaded, very opinionated. So he would like to get online and debate with people all the time. And I had thought about us because every time he'll go online, he'll say something to me. He'll like tag me and something. He'll be like he'd be ready to fight. He'd be like, Shaquita Michelle, why you ain't call me or something like that, knowing I'm not gonna call you. He'll do some crazy stuff like that to get me to react to his posting. We'll have like a whole 20-line conversation. Then he'll tag me and stuff with other people, and it'd be like a whole bunch of stuff. So I had noticed that he hadn't been online lately. And I was just like, where is this dude at? Like, why he hadn't been online? Because he posts every day. He'll make a joke. He'll say something debatable. He'll post a current event because he likes to get people's opinion. So I had thought about it. I said, I haven't seen him on Facebook in a while, so let me go check his page and see, you know, if he's been posting. And I go to the page and kind of find out he had passed away. And when I found out he had passed away months before I even found out he had passed away. So at the time I was in a relationship. So when I found out, it kind of made me sad. And I was like, oh my God, I can't believe he did. You know, he passed away. And I had talked to him probably just online, but I think he called me once, I want to say, because he actually moved to Humble, which was not far from where it's on the other side of Houston, but he had moved to Humble. I didn't know he had lived in Humble. That's how long ago it was since I actually talked to him on, you know, a personal level. So I didn't know that he lived there, but he was actually in Humble. He had started working for a company that was like a really big sandwich company at the time. And that's how he got in that area. Because he was a very good people person. He could talk, he could sell you anything, which he sold me a pipe dream. So he was good at what he did, basically. So when I found out he was deceased, I was in a relationship at the time. I had been with the guy that I was with. We were together till I ended that relationship 2 years ago. So we were together for like 10 plus years, so almost 13, 14 years. So yeah. So I was with him at the time, and I was like, oh my God, I just found out my ex passed away. I'm so sad. I can't believe it. He was such a nice guy. I was wondering why he had been online. So I actually was sad and I cried. He let me cry. And, you know, we talked about it for a hot minute, and that was that. I'm thinking, you know, oh my God, he's so supportive. He wasn't mad about it or nothing like that. So I was just like, okay, cool. So, you know, I got over it or whatever. And I don't know, I'm not going to say that I'm scared of death, but I don't like really talking about death. There's been so much death. It has not been lately, thank God, but my family experienced a lot of death at one time. My grandmother passed away, I think in 2014. Was it 14? My grandma passed away first. And then my nephew, he completed suicide. And after him, one of my cousins, he passed away. So it's just a lot going on within the last 5 to 8 years. So, like I say, I don't really like dealing with death. I don't do funerals unless I really have to. So yeah, so that kind of made me sad or whatever. So I didn't think nothing of it. That's what name he gone, basically. And you know, when somebody that you know dies, it kind of like grabs you, like, oh my God, because you think people are gonna live forever, but they don't. So I like to say I have more, like, who said it? Marlon Wayans. He said I have more years behind me than I have ahead of me. So why not do what I want to do? And this is what I want to do. So that's why I'm doing it, because I don't have a lot of time left ahead of me. I could croak out tomorrow. I don't know. But I would like to say that I hope I don't, but I'm doing what I can to stay healthy and stay alive. Which brings to another thing. I used to weigh like 350 pounds, 355, almost 360. I have a goal weight. I have not gotten there yet. I'm not going to tell how much I weigh now because I'm trying to do this big thing when I reach my goal weight. So when I reach my goal weight, I'll let y'all know how much I weigh at the time. But for right now, I have lost a lot of weight. And a part of this is the scary part. Okay, so a lot of you don't know, but I had a stroke in 2018. I want to say 18 or 17. You know, for years I was going to the doctor. They'd be like, "You got high blood pressure. Your blood pressure too high. You need to be on medication." They would give me medication, but me being young, I would never take it because I'm just like, I don't need no high blood pressure medicine. I'm fine. So I went years without managing my high blood pressure. And so when I met my ex-boyfriend at the time, he also had high blood pressure. He wasn't really taking his medicine either, so we weren't taking our medicine. So I would like, at the time that I had the stroke, I was actually pregnant. So I would get pregnant and have a miscarriage because my blood pressure was so out of whack that I couldn't hold a fetus. And like I said, I probably had about 3. I should have like 3 kids by now, probably even 4. But I don't have anybody but Lucky. It used to sadden me because I always thought I wanted kids. Like when I was younger, I wanted kids. And then the oldest I got, I kind of still wanted kids. And then when I got pregnant that last time, I was just like, I really wanted the kid. I was just like, oh my God, I finally got me a baby. I was so happy. I was excited. When we got my first, like they call it confirmation of pregnancy, I guess. My first appointment. And she confirmed I was pregnant. So she sent me another appointment for like a week later. It was a little over a week. And she told me that my blood pressure was high. So she put me on this medication for pregnancy people for blood pressure. So I was taking that. And by the time my next appointment was, I go there, I'm all excited, you know, think we're going to hear a heartbeat. And there was no heartbeat. And the crazy part about it was the guy who I was with at the time, he didn't believe that I was even pregnant. I'm showing him the pregnancy test. He didn't. I don't even think he still believed to this day that I was actually pregnant, but I was pregnant a few times. I guess maybe I did dodge a bullet, but yeah. So I couldn't hold that baby in. So when I left the doctor's office, she told me to go home and get some rest. She said my blood pressure was really high. She wanted to admit me that day. And I had just kind of started my job. So I was just like, excuse me, I'm trying to fix this thing here, this stick. So I had just kind of started my job. So yeah, I started my job in like 2017. So I think I had the stroke in 2017 because I wasn't there for 6 months. So I had just started my job. I was a little worried. So I was like, well, I can't be put in the hospital because I just started my job. I'm still on like my 90-day probation. I'm worried about my job for some reason when I should be worried about my health. But that's what my main priority was at the time, was me having a job. And now I found out that job don't give a fuck about nobody, but I still work there though. But yeah, so she wanted to put me in the hospital, but I told her I'd go home and take a rest. But instead of me going home, I went to work because I had to get out. I got off of work to go to the doctor's appointment. I went back to work. So when I got back to work, at the time, I didn't realize that I was having symptoms of a stroke or a heart attack. I remember having to go to the restroom, and I remember I couldn't walk. So I would get up, and I would be like in the morning time. It had been going on for about almost a week. I would get up in the morning and go to the bathroom. The way our apartment was made, it was kind of small. So the room wasn't too far from the bathroom. And I slept on outside of the inside of the room. So my part of the bed was like right by the bathroom kind of. So in order for me to I got out the bed to walk to the bathroom, I would be out of breath. And it was probably not even 10 steps. And I had to stop, catch my breath. I'm like, I don't know what's wrong with me. I can't, like I'm getting winded fast. At the time, I didn't know it was a symptom of having a stroke or a heart attack. So I'm carrying on throughout the day. I would like, well, maybe I go to sleep. I wake up in the morning. It's going to get better. It actually got worse. This was after the day she told me that I had lost the baby, right? The doctor told me. So I had went to work that when I came back, I had to go to the bathroom that day because I had to pee. And I couldn't, I was in a suite, so our bathroom was outside the suite. So I would get up to go to the bathroom and it would take me forever. And my dear coworkers that was working with me, they don't even work with me no more, Sabrina and Ricky, they was like, Keita, they was like, what's wrong with you? Why are you walking like that? I say, I can't breathe. I say, I'm getting winded and I have to go to the bathroom and feel like it's taking me forever to, like, I walk 2 steps and I have to take a breath because I can't breathe. She's like, oh my God, I need to go to the emergency room. Like, as soon as you get off, go to the emergency room. And I thank God for them telling me that, because if it probably wasn't for them, I'd probably be dead. So I called my boyfriend at the time. I was like, when I get off work, I want to go to the emergency room. I say, because I'm not feeling good. I can't breathe. So I think I should go get checked out. I went to the emergency room, girl. Y'all, my blood pressure was like 200 and something, 280 over 170 something. It was like really high when I went there. So they hurry up and put me in a room like really fast. And I was actually sent to ICU to get my blood pressure down. Like I said, at the time I weighed like 355, almost 360 pounds. And they got my blood pressure down. I had to stay in ICU for a couple of days and moved me to upstairs to the regular room. And I remember being in the hospital. I remember going to the emergency room. I remember them, because at the time I'm in the hospital, I'm also having a miscarriage. So the stuff that's going on with the miscarriage is happening. I'm in the hospital, so I had a lot of stuff going on. And when I think about it, I shouldn't really not be here. I should probably be into the ground by now. But I really thank my friends for telling me to go to the emergency room, because if it was for them, I probably wouldn't even be here today. But it's just kind of crazy to reflect on. I think about it a lot, but it kind of made me change my way of thinking. So I'm trying to get myself together, y'all. So I was in the hospital for a while. I want to say I stayed almost 2 weeks, maybe even 3. And my job ended up putting me on leave, a paid leave for a little while. And I remember them coming to get me, because they was coming to get me to take scans and tests. You know how you're in the hospital, you don't really get no rest in the hospital. Somebody always in your room. They test you, they give you medicine. I had the best black nurse. He was awesome. I don't know, I remember his name, but he was I've never really been in the hospital, but he was like so awesome. He was one of the best nurses I ever encountered with, besides my little sister. But yeah, he was one of the best nurses. And I remember people coming to see me. My mama came. My mama stayed with me. My ex-boyfriend at the time, he came. My sisters came. My best friends came. My sister's best friends came. My cousins came. My aunt came. Everybody came to the hospital to see me and give me gifts and stuff. So I remember the nurse coming to get me. He said they want you to take a CAT scan. And I'm scared of CAT scans because of the little tunnels they put you in. So I was already like stressing out about it. And I think that's where I had my stroke, is inside this tunnel, because I remember being stressed out about it, because I don't like being in there, because you be in there like all tight and stuff. And I felt like I couldn't breathe. And they was telling me to calm down. I think I said staying about an hour. It was all okay with the little thing knocking, poop, 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 poop. And they'll tell me to don't breathe. They'll start knocking again. And it seemed like I was in there forever. I don't remember them taking me out of that at all. I remember one day just having to wake up, and I'm thinking I'm up, but maybe I was asleep. I don't know. I'll have to probably ask somebody to see. But I remember them talking and saying, I don't even think my mom was there at the time. That it was just me and my ex at the time. And I think they told him that I had a stroke. And he called my mama, I want to say, or my sister, and told them what happened. And I didn't realize I had a stroke until I got up and I had to go pee and I couldn't walk. So I had to learn how to walk. I had to learn how to talk. I had to learn how to write. And I was known for having like a beautiful penmanship. And for me not to be able to pick up a pen, I would pick up a pen and try to write, and my hands would be so tight because I couldn't really like hold on to that pen and put it to paper to make my letters. It was horrible for me. So that's when I kind of realized, yeah, bitch, you had a stroke. And like I said, they would work with me a lot. The hospital was really great. They did me physical therapy, just taught me how to walk again. I couldn't get discharged until I was walking, so I learned how to walk again. So when I came back home, I was still on leave from work. I think I got like another week off or something like that, maybe 2 weeks. I was scared because I thought my sick time because I think you only got so many hours for the leave, and I was scared it was gonna run out. I wasn't gonna be ready to go back, but I ended up going back when I was supposed to. So they wanted for me to go to physical therapy. And I was like, I don't need no physical therapy. I don't want to go. Plus this therapy was kind of far from me. We had a car at the time, but, it was a big car and it took a lot of gas. So I decided that I didn't want to go to therapy, and I had to rely on my boyfriend at the time to bring me to therapy, and he'd be off doing his stuff. So I didn't want to be in a position to where I couldn't go to therapy or I couldn't get picked up from therapy. So I chose to not do therapy, which was probably one of the biggest mistakes I made. But I feel like I've snapped back from that several years ago. But yeah, so it took a while for me to kind of get into the groove after the stroke. Like I said, I had to practice me writing again. If I would have kept those papers, I had a S all down the line, a H. You know how you do in school on the board? That's how I was doing on the paper, trying to learn how to rewrite my name. And I would sit there and practice until I got it right, or until it looked decent. Because like I said, I was known for having a really nice handwriting, and my writing sucked at the time. So I knew something had happened to me because I couldn't write. And, you know, you always felt like you were, I always felt like I was out of body. Like, I would be present, but I would feel like my mind was gone. I feel like that's probably how people feel when they get older and they have Alzheimer's. Like, you be there, but you feel like your mind be spaced out. And I used to always tell my boyfriend at the time, I was like, I feel weird. I said, I don't feel like I'm here. I just can't explain it. He was like, oh, you're fine. Ain't nothing wrong with you. You're fine. That's what he would tell me. And I was like, but I said, I can't explain it, but I said, I feel really weird. And I would tell the doctors this all the time, too. When they go to the checkup, I'm like, they say, how you feeling? I was like, I feel okay. But I said, I feel weird sometimes. Like, I feel like I'm out of my body. I don't know what this feeling is. I feel like I was like, lost. I felt lost. And I was like, oh, it's probably just the, one of the, symptoms from the stroke. You're trying to come back. You know, it's probably that, something simple. But I felt that way for a very long time. It took a while for that feeling to leave me. Like doing daily activities, like going to Walmart and picking up your stuff, I would feel lost. I felt like when I was walking in some shoes with some memory foam, and I was just on cloud. That's out of my body I was. And I didn't like going nowhere. And really didn't really go anywhere. I would go to Walmart. My ex would drop me off at Walmart, or go to Walmart with me, or sit in the car while I walk around Walmart, get what I need. Sometimes he'll help me get what I need. But he didn't like Walmart, so he would stay out. Unless he was in a hurry to go somewhere and I took forever, he'll come in and help me. But yeah. So after I had the stroke, I kind of like eased into my old habits again. Eating. I'm kind of like I would say I would eat when I would get bored. I would eat when I would get uncomfortable. I'll eat when I get sad. I'll eat when I get depressed. I would eat when things wouldn't go my way. So I was an emotional eater. So I would slip back into that. I would eat when I get stressed. So I use food as a crutch. And they wanted me to do gastric bypass. My mom was like, why don't you do it? Do the gastric bypass. I was like, no, I don't want to do no surgery. I don't feel like I would do good under anesthesia. I was scared to be under anesthesia and not wake up from it. I don't know where I get this scary stuff from. It's like the older I get, the scarier I get. I don't know what it is, and I don't know where it started from, but I'd be afraid to do stuff. I'd be afraid to try shit, and I don't know where that's coming from, and it scares me sometimes. Like my oldest sister, I tell her all the time, I was like, Kim, I really admire you. You're not scared to do nothing. You go out there. My sister has degrees. She bought her first house. She got a motorcycle. She doing the damn thing. She not scared of shit. She got a big old bike and she little bitty. I was so scared of her when she first started riding her bike. I would pray for her every time she go for a ride. She probably don't know this or not, but I would pray for my sister every time she went for a ride because I was like, that bike too big. It's gonna take her down. My sister handles that bike, okay? And she don't have a scary spirit like me, so I don't know where I got my scary spirit from. And she grew up with my grandma too, so that might be why she don't have a scary spirit. But yeah, so I've always been kind of scared to do stuff. I'm still scared to drive some days. I do it though, but I don't like traffic. I hate trying to get over to another lane. Like, I'm that person, if you behind me and I'm trying to get over and have my light on for about 10 minutes for somebody to let me over, I'm just sit there and I'm driving and I'm looking to see if I can get over. That's me. I'm that girl in the car. My friend tell me all the time, you drive like an old lady, and do. And the crazy part about it, when I first got my license, I did not drive on the freeway at all. I had a friend that lived way on the south end side of Beaumont. I would drive from the north end side of Beaumont to her house on the feeder road. Feeder road with all around Beaumont. If you just do your path so ever lightly, you can go all over Beaumont on the feeder road and just drive on the main line without going on the freeway. I would not get on the freeway. So I got on the freeway one year because I seen an old lady, an old little white lady with gray hair and a big old Lincoln Continental, baby. She was on the freeway and she got on that freeway and she was ramming it. And that's when I said, okay, if she could do it, I can get on the freeway too. So ever since then, I started driving on the freeway. Only because I only seen that the old white lady get on the freeway. I was like, well, she not scared. Why the fuck am I scared? So that what gave me the push to get on the freeway and start driving. Probably, I didn't see how I probably still driving on feeder roads to this day. To this day, this is sad. It's sad, y'all, but yeah. I don't say I'm a good driver. I won't say I'm a bad driver. I just be driving. So yeah. But like I said, I was using food as a crutch. So we went to my cousin's house one year. Me and my sister. My cousin, he lives in kind of like Temple, Texas, in that area. I don't know what it's called, like North Texas or something. Central Texas. We went up there to his little boy birthday party. And so my cousin, he's a coach. And I think at the time he would fast and stuff. And I would see him losing weight. My best friend, she was fasting for a time. I would see her losing weight. She had great results. And I always wanted to try fasting. And so I was living in a house with my ex at the time. And I was like, it was kind of hard for me to fast with somebody in the house with me because I'm having to cook for them. We're buying different stuff because I'm trying to buy stuff that, they want to eat too. So I couldn't really buy nothing that I wanted to eat. So I would buy all the things so we could both eat the same stuff together. So when I moved out and left that relationship, before then I had won this juicer from my job. And I had never opened it. It had been sitting in a box in the closet. I was going to take it to the pawn shop and sell it. But I never did. Brand new in the box. And I had kept it for the longest time. I was like, I'm going to use that one day. So I never really sold it. I just kept it. I almost came close to selling it though. And I was just like, you know what? I'm going to put it back in the closet. So when I left that relationship, got into my own apartment, got settled. I'm like, I'm going to break out the juice and I'm going to start fasting. We left my cousin's house. I told my sister, I said, I think I'm going to start fasting when I get home. And I'm going to start juicing. And that's when it started. Did I stick to it? Not all the time. Not when I first started. I stopped. I would go for a week. Stop. A couple of weeks. I'll go again. Because juicing is not for the faint at heart. Juicing is a lot of work. Juicing is a lot of cleanup. Juicing takes time. You have to sit there and wash the fruit and prepare the fruit, and I didn't know nothing about the stuff to store the fruit in, so I'm doing research. I'm watching YouTube videos, seeing how other people are doing it. So I was actually making my juices at first because I was doing the smoothie cleanse with my best friend a long time ago. What was her name? JJ Smith, I want to say her name was. She had a book out called the 10-Day Smoothie Cleanse. I got it up around here somewhere. It's still up in here. And so I was basing my juices off of the smoothies. I figured it was easier for me to juice than do a smoothie. So every once in a while I would incorporate the two. I'll do a smoothie or I'll do a juice. And I really just started doing it like all the time till like later on that year. And then I did it for a while. I started seeing results. I started seeing weight kind of dropping. Not a lot of weight, but, you know, a little bit of weight. And it would make me excited. I'm like, oh, shit, I lost 3 pounds. Oh, they ain't gonna be able to tell me shit, you know. And that would excite me. So I did it because I wanted to see the scale go down. So that was my motivation, to get on and see the scale go down. And like I said, it lasted for a while. I stopped. At the time, I started talking to somebody else. So I was all involved with that relationship. And kind of let the juicing a little bit fall to the wayside because I'm busy. I'm on the phone, doing stuff, and going back and forth to my hometown. So I wasn't really doing a lot of juicing. And then at the time, my best friend, she does crawfish competitions. So we were on a crawfish circuit. Once every couple of weeks, a month, we'd be in Houston or Louisiana or something. So it was a busy time in my life. So I couldn't really juice like I wanted to. So I didn't really start. I haven't juiced in a long time, and I figure I need to get back to juicing because I think when I was juicing, I was losing more weight. I'm still losing weight, but I feel like when I was juicing, I lost more. I probably lost about 2 pounds more a week than, no, it don't really sound like a lot, but over time it adds up. So I've been wanting to start back juicing, just haven't really gotten into it. So for right now, I just fast, and I eat at least 1 meal a day. Sometimes I eat twice a day, depending on how I feel. I still have my little drink. And like I said, I've been able to lose a lot of weight doing it. It's a lifestyle. It's something you have to be committed to doing. I wanted to try the, a lot of my friends are on like the Ozempic or the semaglutide or the Wegovy or the other one called Zipbound. A lot of my friends are on it and they have really good results too. I wanted to try to get on that myself. I was like, well, I'm losing about the same amount of weight that they're losing every week. So I might as well stick to what I'm doing. But I thought maybe the medicine could help me a little bit. But I was like, well, it's kind of pricey. I'm not in a part right now where I can afford to add something to what I already got. So I said this year I was going to ask my doctor about it. I go to a doctor, but she's going to be doing it like as a clinic-wise, where you have to pay a lot of money out of pocket. She's not going to bill it to the insurance. So it's a no with her. So I really want to have to find me another doctor that can help me do it. But I don't know. I don't know what to do. I think I'm gonna just stick to what I'm doing right now. Because like I said, I've been getting some good results. So I'm gonna just stay with that. But I feel like I should incorporate back to doing juicing or smoothies or something. At least, I think I was making, I would make like green juice, like a detox juice. I would make that first. Then I would make some beet juice. The beets were something that I had to get used to. They were so nasty, but now the beets taste like apple juice to me. I would mix beets with apples. Beet juice and apples and juice them together. Or beet juice and beets with peaches. Something sweet, but then I'll put like, not, because, you know, they don't really sweeten it up a lot. It just, and the beets is going to overpower it anyway, but you just have to get used to the beet taste. But beets had a lot of benefits from it, so I think I'm going to start back doing all that. I don't know when, but it's going to be really soon. So, for the most part now, I call myself doing no meat, right? I did a whole week with no meat in beginning of December, right before Christmas. I did a week with no meat. So when Christmas came, my mom was making a big old pot of gumbo. So I was like, I'm gonna eat meat because my mom making gumbo. I'm not gonna not turn down some gumbo, right? I'm gonna eat some gumbo with some shrimp, some sausage, and crabs in there. I'm gonna get into all that. So I ate meat for Christmas. And then for New Year's Day, I cooked my own food, which had meat in it. So I still been eating meat this week. I was supposed to stop eating meat this week, but I've been eating meat. My refrigerator is full of vegetables. I had went on a veggie spree, and I got all these vegetables in my deep freezer. Let me show y'all. Open up this freezer. So yeah, these are all my vegetables I got. I do have some peas and carrots. I just told my friend I had no peas and carrots because I wanted to make me a shrimp fried rice for the weekend over with. So I got all these vegetables. Cauliflower mix. I love the broccoli and cauliflower. I got a fire roasted corn. Never tried that one before. That might be good. I have these are my favorite. These garlic roasted potatoes. Oh my god, I make so many meals with that. I have Brussels sprouts. I have broccoli. I have string beans. I have veggie mac and cheese. I have Brussels sprouts. I had ground turkey. I just bought some meat today. Gosh damn it. Oh yeah, I'm just buying stuff I already got, so I could have stayed out the store today. But yeah, was supposed to be on all veggies at least for 2 weeks. And I'm not saying I don't want to eat meat no more. I just want to see what it's going to do to my body because they claim it makes you feel good. You feel light. I did feel really good that first week, but then after that, I got sick. I got sick 2 days before 2 days before Christmas. I went to go, me and my sister bought some kids some Christmas gifts. So I went to go drop the Christmas gifts off. They all gave me a hug. I left. I went to Walmart. So I think I got sick at Walmart. And Walmart, I forgot Walmart was packed because of the holiday. I'm forgetting it's the holiday, so I go up at Walmart to go get some stuff. And the next day, I could feel my throat tingling. I'm like, why is my throat tingling? I'm just like, maybe I'm finna get sick. But I'm like, I ain't want to call it. And the crazy thing about that was all that week before, I was trying to get my flu shot and I never got it. I would be in the line at Walmart like, come get your flu shot today. No, wait. I was like, I should go get a flu shot, but I didn't go. CVS, same thing. Come get your flu shot. No, wait. And stayed in line, didn't get the flu shot. So I passed the flu shot at least twice. I get sick. And I get sick the day my sister come pick me up to go to my mama's house in Bowman. I didn't know I was sick at the time, but I was freezing cold. My sister said, you better not be sick. I'm put you out the car. You're going to have to walk to Bowman. I'm like, girl, I'm not sick. What the fuck you talking about? I'm all right. I'm just cold. It's cold outside. Meanwhile, she said it was hot. So, but I was freezing. I had on a sweater. I was bundled up. I had to cut my air off in her car. The whole time it was off, I was still freezing. So I was definitely sick, bitch. But I didn't want her to know I was sick. And I was thinking I thought if I didn't know I was sick, I wouldn't be sick, basically. So by the time I got to my mom's house, I was okay. My mom her house was cold too, because she was cooking gumbo, so she was hot. I was freezing. So we pretty much came to adjustment that I was sick. But it didn't really hit me till I came home, because we came home Christmas night, because my mom sister had to work. I was lucky to take off because I didn't have to go to work, but I was supposed to, but it let me take off. And I came home, and like when I came home, everything just went down. I had the running nose, I had the headache, I had the body aches, I had the sweats, I had the cold, I had the hots, I had everything. I just knew I was gonna die. I felt like I wasn't even breathing right. It was horrible. It was the sickest I think I've ever been without being hospitalized. I would pray before I go to sleep. I'm like, Lord, please let me wake up. Please let me wake up. Look, somebody all up in my... Hey, Lucky. You want to say hi to the camera? Say, hey, y'all. Say, Mommy got her camera up. She's trying to vlog. I'm going to be a good boy. He probably ready to eat because it's not even... Oh, he don't eat till 6:30. It's only 5:12, so he good. But I did feed him early yesterday because it was going to rain, so I fed him early. So that might be why he's sitting here. He's looking for his food. But I'm not going to hold y'all too long. So yeah, I was really sick. So I actually just started feeling better the other day. Ended up going outside to... I had to go to the store to get something. I was masked up, so I masked up today when I went outside. I haven't been coughing. I had all the hot toddies. I had all the soups. I was over here getting drunk, trying to make hot toddies. sick and lit over here is what I was. So yeah, and forgot the main ingredient for the hot toddy, which is lemon and peppermint. So I didn't have that. But I had the look. I was mixing my nighttime cold and Theraflu nighttime. We had lemon in it, so I would mix that with the liquor. And I was taking Benadryl and Alka-Seltzer, and girl, I had it over here going on muscle relaxers. So, like I said, I feel better now, thankfully. But a lot of people is hospitalized because of it. So I'm grateful that I didn't get that bad. It felt like it was bad to me. It wasn't as bad as, some people. So yeah, like I said, I don't know what I have my channel about, so y'all might see me juicing one day. Y'all might see me walking, which I need to get back to walking. I haven't walked since the weather been changing. I feel like I was losing more weight walking too, being active. I have this thing where I'm being somebody's daddy neck by the summertime. I already got the daddy. He already know about it. I tell him about it all the time. He think it's so fucking funny. But yes, I'm be on top of somebody's neck, preferably his, for the summertime with my 2-piece bikini on. So that's my goal. And I'm sticking to it. So yeah, y'all might see me vlogging. Y'all might see me making a juice. I might show you what I'm cooking. I might show y'all looking for walks, me doing stuff. So yeah, like I said, I just want to introduce myself. Hopefully we're on to start to something good. Hopefully I can keep up with it. I want to. I'm trying to commit to it. Like I say, I don't really like commitment, so this is a long-term relationship because I am a lover girl. I like being in love. I love being in relationships. So I guess I can call this my YouTube relationship, so we could maybe put this in YouTube. So hopefully y'all love me like I love y'all. And yeah, let's get it cracking. So I'm finna go because I'm hungry. So I am eating meat today. I found this bomb ass recipe on my sister was teaching. I'm always cooking stuff off of TikTok and Facebook, and yes, I do. I found a recipe on Facebook today. It was called bacon cheeseburger bombs, and that's what I'm gonna eat today. So I have to get lucky together, make my food, and then I'm gonna chill out for the rest of the night. I might pick it back up. I'm vlogging from my cell phone, so I'm used to being on my cell phone playing games or on the phone. So I'm gonna have to get me a camera. I don't know when I'm gonna get the camera, but a camera is coming soon. I don't know how I'm gonna edit these videos because I don't have a laptop or a computer, but I'm finna make some shit shake, if you know what I mean. It ain't my booty either. I'll make some shit shake. But again, my name is Shaquita Michelle, but y'all can call me Keita, and I'm out. Y'all have a good night. Well, y'all, I'm back again. I know I said I was gonna go, but I started making those cheeseburger bombs I was telling y'all about, the bacon cheeseburger bombs, and this is looking as you can tell, this is my first 2 I rolled because I stuffed them with too much stuff. But I'm getting ready to put some butter and some Italian seasoning on it and put them in the oven. I think it's like 15 minutes. And then I also made too much of it, so I'll put this in the refrigerator. I might go back to the store tomorrow. Another can of biscuits because I only have 8 biscuits. So sometimes I'm going to get 2 cans. I was like, so I only got that 1 can. But yeah. So I might be back to let y'all see the finished product, but so far it looks good. The filling is delicious, so I can't wait to see the outcome because a bitch is starving. All right, I'll be back.